Hi guys, thanks for coming back to It's Just Ray with me, Raylene Challoner. Thanks for giving me another shot after that first viewing, that first airing, whatever they're called. For those of you with A-type personalities or audio-visual experience, thank you for gracing me and coming back. And may I just say, I'm sorry. Anyway, if you were able to function at all and focus in on that very first episode of It's Just Ray, you would have heard, if you could hear over the chaos, that Annie and I are foster and adoptive parents. And we just received placement of a 6-week-old baby girl. And as I was taking her out and about, like you do, I got into a conversation with someone and they used the phrase, so, like same old story. And they were referring to the baby, of course, and the baby's story. And, I know the heart behind it. It was well-intentioned, and I know, the world that we live in, and I know what the media feeds to us. And so I knew what was behind that phrase, so same old story. The media would like us to see foster children in this box. And I just want to share a few of our stories of our foster kids that we've had. And I just want to break that box wide open. I just want to kick it. I want to smash it and blow it wide open and say, nobody's story is the same. There's no same old story with you or with me or with any of these little ones in the foster care system. We all have a different story, and we all have a different ending. And as a foster parent, I can influence that story. So, the first sibling group that we had in our home, the mom's crime, if that's what you want to call it, was to water down the baby's formula. And she was doing this to make her cans of formula last that she got off of food stamps. And so, those of you who are in the medical field will know that once she watered this formula down over a long period of time, the baby's electrolytes were just all over the place. So he had a seizure, and the paramedics were called, and enter foster parents. The next child that we had was 3 years old. She was not a baby. She was the only toddler that we ever took. And her story was she had 7 siblings, and the state had determined that mom and dad could simply not provide for all 8 of these children, and so they were taken out of the home. The next child that we had, mom, again, couldn't provide, and but grandma was a great support system for mom, and she fought for this little guy. She hired her own lawyer, and she got him back, and we were actually really happy about that reunification. Way to go, grandma. The next baby we had was Lennox, who is our son, and his mom and dad were very cognitively delayed. Mom had had 5 previous children, and with Lennox, she was 8 months along, and she didn't even know she was pregnant. So just, some real cognitive delays. And dad as well, and again, no support system for either one of them, and so we were blessed with Lennox. The next baby we had was Sophia. Same situation. Mom, extremely cognitively delayed. Grandma had mental health issues. No other support system. Dad was not in the picture. And so we were blessed with Sophia. The next baby that we had was a baby who did have some health problems, but it was due to mom just not getting the right nutrients and the things that she needed while she was pregnant. Mom was extremely cognitively delayed, not really sure that she even knew she had a baby, and pretty sure she didn't even know that they took the baby away. And she was very young and was also in the foster care system herself. The next child that we had, dad was physically abusive to the older siblings, and the state took the babies out of the home, the kids out of the home, because they said that mom should have gotten them safe, should have gotten them to safety. And for whatever her reasons, she didn't. The next baby we had was taken out of the home because the older sibling was taken to the hospital by the parents and had injuries that the parents could not or would not explain. Not really sure which one that is. But so state wasn't satisfied with that. They just weren't sure what was going on in the home. So the kids were removed. But mom and dad had also hired a lawyer, and they were fighting that. So that's what was going on with that one. Trying to think. The next baby we had, is the one we have now. I'm trying to think that. Yeah, that's 11. And I can't tell you too much about that story, other than I can say that there were drugs involved. So in answer to that lady's random, same old story, if that's what she was referring to, drugs, then there you go. There's your token same old story. There were drugs involved in that one. I just guess I wanted to kind of just throw this out there because it was really kind of just bothering me, sitting with me, that none of our stories are the same. And should you choose to become a foster parent or choose to support a foster parent, you will know. You already know. All our stories are different. But these little guys in the foster care system, none of their stories are the same. And it's definitely not the same old story. There's all kinds of different reasons that these little guys have been taken out of the home. And it definitely doesn't mean that mom or dad or grandma or whoever was caring for them or trying to care for them are horrible, rotten people. And that needs to be said. And should you care to join Team Foster Care, come on. I think it's important for us to remember that as foster parents, because we can get kind of judgmental because we have a heart for these kiddos, and I don't think it's wrong to have a heart for the parents too. That's all. That's all I was going to say. Just throwing that out there. If you are thinking of becoming a foster parent, or you are a foster parent, get in touch. Send me some feedback. Send me some comments. If you want to talk, I would love to do that with you. I highly recommend it. It's it's an amazing experience. And now I'm starting to waffle. So I'm gonna go. Okay. So this is it. Wrapping it up. I'm gonna push the little red button right here. I'm gonna say bye for now, and watch this space for another episode of It's Just Ray.